Starting.
Hey, are we on the air? We're live.
It says we're live, but we're not there yet. You movie chat live.
Movie chat live. Is there anybody out there? Can anybody see us? Invite people.
Wait. There's a delay.
Invite people.
Wait. There's a delay. There we are.
All right, then.
There's just a few seconds delay between the thing.
We're just learning how to work this thing, you guys.
Hey guys, we're new.
I'd like to be able to see the chat come up on this thing.
You can do that. You just have to get out of the full screen mode.
I'm out of the full screen mode.
Oh. Well, I have the chat over here.
Oh, great. Well, good. We've got one viewer, unless that's us.
That's us.
Oh, ha. Well, forget it then.
We're our best viewers.
We are. We view ourselves all the time.
We do. We're our best viewers. That's fine. This is an experiment. Excuse me while I cough.
I don't know what that means.
What?
This you.
That means that you are currently in the chat room.
Oh, got it.
Well, there's two people in chat right now.
Hey, somebody's here.
Someone is here. So hello, someone who is here. Excellent. I don't know who you are, but hello. I'm going to excuse myself from because I need to get. I have to go get some water, otherwise I'm going to cough through this whole thing.
Bring me a martini while
So Eric's going to entertain you with a tale of something very interesting, which he will surprise me with when I get back.
Okay. Let's see. I saw The Shape of Water this week, and people have been telling me to see that for a long time. And I wanted to go see it in the theater. I didn't see it. It came out on DVD. I still get DVDs from Netflix. How about that? It came in the mail from Netflix, and I put it on, and I liked a whole lot of it. There were a few things about it I didn't really care for so much. And it's not a perfect movie, but it's got a lot of really, really cool parts. It's got a lot of really interesting themes. It's extremely well shot, very beautiful looking film. I'd recommend it to anybody to watch it. It's just my expectations were so high listening to like all my friends and acquaintances and whatnot talk about the Shape of Water and how like stunning and great and amazing it was. And I was like, I was ready for like a transcendent experience. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good science fiction, like I guess science fiction fantasy movie. It's just like Willem Dafoe's character is so like over the top, like mustache twirling, like drooling maniac evil that it kind of took away from the story for me. And toward the end, when it became like more action oriented and stuff, I wasn't as invested. But all the character stuff and like the whole first like 15-20 minutes of the movie, fantastic. I loved it. So I hardly would recommend that movie. It's just that I kind of wish I loved it more than I did. I love the first one best. What about you?
I think I like the first one best as well.
Yeah, I thought I didn't read the books. You read the books, right?
I did.
Yeah, I didn't read the books. And oh yeah, of course you did, because you were telling me all about it, like all the details of why it's different in the movie than the books. I mean, I like J-Law. I thought she was good. And what was his name? Pita? What's that guy?
Pita.
Yeah. It's like it's a piece of the cat's eating a box. There's like noise in here. Donald Sutherland looked like old, so old. He looked like Phil Lesh in The Grateful Dead. Like if you see Phil Lesh now, I'm not a huge Deadhead fan or anything like that, but I went to go see him in Chicago, I don't know, a couple of years ago. It wasn't last year, was it? A couple of years ago. Anyway, I saw them, and Phil Lesh looks like Donald Sutherland looked in The Hunger Games. He's got like big white beard, like Santa Claus beard and stuff. And it was cool. I enjoyed it. A lot. And you know what? The other one, I saw like the first 2 episodes of The Maze Runner. And
I didn't see The Maze Runner.
I liked him okay. I mean, I thought it was going to be some cheap-ass knockoff thing. I was ready to laugh at it and do it for the show or something. And I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. There's like hardly any females in it though. It's like it's a total sausage fest. There's like one young woman in it, and she doesn't have like a whole lot of agency. It wasn't like distractingly so, but then I kind of lost track of it. And then the last one came out like sometime, like at a time, and now it's out. I don't really remember what happened in the other ones. It was like, so, but yeah, Hunger Games was cool.
Yes. So, well, I mean, you got to understand, Eric, that the Maze Runner was made for people, mostly teenagers, to go look at pretty boys run around and get smushed by mazes. Hence,
I like the maze.
Hence the title,
yeah,
The Maze Runner.
Yeah, I like the maze aspect of it. Yeah, that was good. That was good. It reminded me a little bit of that movie Cube. You know the movie Cube?
I do not know the movie Cube.
These people are mysteriously trapped in a room that is a shape of a cube. And there's a door in the center of each of the 6 sides of the cube. There's like a porthole in the floor and one in the ceiling. And there's like ladders going around and everything. And like half of the rooms have some sort of fiendish death trap in it. And so like 6 people go in there and they like throw their shoe into the room and like see if like the walls close in or like lasers slice you up or some kind of crazy thing like that. And the people argue with one another, and the dialogue sounds like it was written by like a college sophomore. There's a lot of like inappropriate swearing and stuff like that. But like the element of like this maze you got to find your way out of was kind of reminded me of the Cube movie. There was a whole mess of Cube movies. I just tried to watch one of the many sequels and I couldn't get through it.
So for those of you who don't actually know who we are, because I have a feeling some people have sort of stumbled upon our live chat just because they were looking for a movie chat.
Okay, man.
Just because there was a question.
We're so professional.
As into, you like movies, huh? My name is Megan.
I'm Eric.
This is Eric.
How you doing?
And we are the hosts of a podcast called Cinema Supercollider.
Yes, where we collide 2 movies together and describe what happens when we compare and contrast the 2.
We don't actually do that. We just talk about movies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. That was a.
There was an idea, like there was like a germ of an idea before we even had the podcast, but the name was so cool we kept the name.
Yeah. So we put out a weekly podcast. Our sweet spot of movies that we like to talk about are mostly movies that they try really hard, but they fail really spectacularly. So things like B movies and cult movies, the movies that you might see at midnight on, your local monster movie show, like Svengoolie here in Chicago. We're based out of Chicago. Yeah. For those of you guys who are in the Midwest.
Yeah. So, there used to be a thing called UHF channels on TV.
Yeah.
And there was a special, like it had its own special dial. Kids, there was like 2 dials. There was one dial for like normal channels, and then there was the ultra high frequency channels. And they didn't come in so good. And they had like cheap reruns and all kinds of garbage on them, and usually monster movies. And so we liked those. We also like big budget flops and failures, like the first episode we did of our podcast, right?
Yes, our first episode was a movie that is near and dear to Eric and I, Battlefield Earth.
One of my faves,
which is starring John Travolta and Barry Pepper.
And they blow the dome, and it's crazy. John Travolta is absolutely crazy in that movie. It is a hilarious movie. Don't listen to people say it's a terrible movie. Watch it. You will enjoy it.
It is, in fact, a terrible movie.
It is a terrible movie, but it is for people like us who are like super duper into watching like bad movies and failure movies and like laughing at them. It's like, huge deal. But if you are the type of person who only watches like good movies and doesn't want to watch bad movies, watch that one. You will. It's fun. I don't know how you can watch that movie and not enjoy it. I mean, unless you're expecting it to be like a serious science fiction sort of epic, and you don't know that it's a piece of crap, right?
It is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Waterworld. That's another like big budget failure that we saw.
Yes. We enjoy the crazy Nicolas Cage movies.
Yes.
Because there was a certain point where Nicolas Cage was a serious actor. And he did take on roles that were considered, I would say, dramatic, serious roles. But then he
Moonstruck. Yeah.
Moonstruck, sure. Leaving Las Vegas,
Oh yeah,
sure.
yeah. Serious movies.
But then at a certain point, he kind of is kidding
Mhm.
in his movies.
It was sort of like a weird boundary area when that David Lynch movie with geez, what was his name? His name was Sailor in that movie, and his girlfriend was called Lula. And I can't. It was a David Lynch movie, and he was in it. And
we're old and we forget things.
Oh man, if you listen to the podcast, you'll realize that I have a brain like a sieve. I can remember shit that I learned 20 years ago or 40 years ago or whatever, but I can't remember the name of a Nicolas Cage movie that I've seen a couple times. So, but yeah, in that movie that I'm talking about, he was like still kind of serious Nicolas Cage because he was doing a serious movie, but the David Lynch had sort of seeped into him, and David is like probably like, yeah, you know, you should really go crazy with this one, Nicholas. And so he like did it up to 11, and I think he's kind of been doing that ever since, unless he's like sleepwalking through a movie.
He also does seem to like do movies to cash in on the paycheck he needs to pay for the summer home.
Yeah. Oh my God, that Left Behind. Remember that? Did we not do that for the show? Or
no.
Yeah.
It's not actually very good, unfortunately.
No, it's not. So, it's terrible.
So yeah, so we do things like that. So if you like movies like those and you like podcasts, you should consider listening to our show. We're just kind of hanging out tonight because we wanted to have an opportunity to chat with folks, because there's only so many movies we can do shows on, because we release one episode a week. And we just wanted to come on and talk about movies that probably we wouldn't talk about on our show, because Eric watches a lot of movies and we do other things, and we just don't always have time to chat about everything on the show. So like, for example, this week we went and saw Riff Tracks live, which was fun. We are big fans of Riff Tracks. And this week was Krull.
I had never seen Krull.
Yeah. Krull is a movie from the 1980s, which
a 1980s like medieval science fiction, like fantasy, like it was like high fantasy, like people rode horses and wore armor and stuff, but there were laser guns. Well,
you know, it wanted to cover all its bases there.
Yeah.
You know,
there was no lost tribe of the Atlantic. What was that? The lost tribe of the little people.
Oh, Future Hunters?
Yeah, Future Hunters. What was the lost tribe?
The lost tribe of the Mongols.
The Mongols. Yes. That's what it was. Yeah, there's no Mongols or lost tribe. There are little people in this one.
No, but it had spaceships and aliens in it, and also swords and horses and princesses and weirdness.
And a glaive.
And a glaive that's not a glaive.
A glaive is like a polearm of some sort.
Yes.
Megan is an avid D&D player.
I am a nerd.
I am an occasional D&D player.
We're nerds. It happens.
Who on the internet isn't a nerd these days? I mean, now it's cool to be a nerd.
True. Yeah.
Jeez, if it was only cool to be a nerd when I was young, then I would have been like the most popular nerd.
Jay Bravo, no, we can't watch the Hunger Games remake right this second.
What? There's a remake? No. What?
Yeah, there's a remake of the Hunger Games that is on YouTube right now. I tell you what, why don't you send us the link? You could put it in the chat and we'll check it out for you.
I'm immediately interested in that. Like, is it like an independent thing? Like some weirdos made it or something?
I don't know. What's it all about? It's in YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I see it. It's in the YouTube. Send us, put the link there. We'll check it out.
Very yeah, if you made it, then you know, we'll track you down.
I mean, are you promoting your remake of the Hunger Games? Does it involve dogs? Did you train your dogs to do the Hunger Games? Like,
the Hunger
Games.
Sizzle
me on this.
The Hunger Games starring dogs.
I would like to know more about this. I need the sizzle though. You got to give me an elevator pitch here, because like just the Hunger Games is not enough. A lot of people have been doing Hunger Games remakes or things like the Hunger Games. I mean, technically, Survivor, the TV show, kind of the Hunger Games. They just don't murder people.
Right.
Because I think they couldn't get away with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure in Russia somewhere, a TV producer is pitching that version of the thing.
Well, I saw the movie called Isle of Dogs, which...
that's not the Hunger Games,
no,
though, Eric.
But it's the bunch of dogs.
It's
a bunch of dogs on an island, and it could be it's kind of close to a Hunger Games situation. Like every district could nominate a dog and have that dog show up on an island, and then the dogs would have to like collect bones, or I don't know, like something. Give the dog. And well, dogs don't really use weapons, but I suppose, yeah, like a small dog would be at a huge disadvantage if it was like a dog fight or something. So
okay.
I don't know. I don't know how he would do that, but it'd be very interesting. I'm interested. I'd like to see a Muppet Hunger Games. That would be cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I honestly, Jay Bravo, I'm new to this whole thing. I don't know how to make you a mod, so I'll look for it though. It's not his.
Oh, look at.
But he says that he laughed very hard. This is our cat Ozzy.
Yeah, he's
a pain in the ass.
Right here he is.
Hi, Ozzy. Yeah, we can't train him to do the Hunger Games either. No. Yeah,
he is the Hunger Games.
Yes, he's very cute though. He interrupts our recordings very often because, as you can see, this is our studio, our glamorous podcasting studio. All of our very, very hard-earned podcasting dollars go into making this podcasting studio more fabulous than it is, which is to say,
yeah. Well, it's not so much like we're starting a Patreon, right? Patreon.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily to beautify our studio, but to upgrade some of our equipment, perhaps. Also to rent movies that we don't have like easy, cheap access to. Like some things are available on Amazon streaming. You know, we got Amazon streaming, we got Netflix. Everybody's got YouTube, but some, you know, we just have to shell out money for.
We got to get that money so we can get you guys better, weirder movies to talk about.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you just don't want to do it because, like, I mean, we're not being cheapskates, but I mean, at some point you're just like, am I going to spend $4 on this piece of shit movie that nobody wants to see?
We do spend $4 on a piece of shit movie.
Well, yeah.
In fact, we own several Blu-rays of piece of shit movies that we have bought just for the show, including Roar.
Oh, Roar. Yeah. Oh, that was a fantastic movie. Everybody should see Roar.
Yeah.
Stars cats like this one.
Well, kind of much bigger cats than this one. Roar, if you are unfamiliar with this movie, people, you got to go see it. We did an episode on it. It was one of our very first episodes. I think it was actually our 5th episode.
Really?
We did.
That was the show we go to.
These are the vagaries that I get to deal with on the show. The show, you know, with the person in it, in the movie with the thing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But here's the thing. I've lived with and have known Eric long enough that I understand exactly what it is he's talking about. What Eric is referring to is B-Fest, which is a film festival that takes place here in Chicago.
Evanston.
Technically Evanston, which is almost Chicago.
But not though.
It's
fucking Evanston. Say you live in Chicago if you live in Evanston. What's the matter with you? People.
Okay. Anyhow.
I'm from the mean streets of Chicago. Don't fuck with me, man.
He's from the north side of Chicago, which is practically in Evanston.
Well, we are practically in Evanston now.
Right. Anyhow, it is a 24-hour B-movie film festival that takes place at Northwestern University every year. Yeah. In fact, a lot of our listeners have come from that particular film festival because we usually go. And we were first subjected to Roar.
Oh, it brought down the house.
Roar is a movie that was made by Tippi Hedren and her ex-husband back in the, I think, 70s. Because at the time, they were very much into,
drugs, heavy drugs.
No. People and animals can all live together and be really one with one another. And the wild kingdom and the wilderness, everyone can get along. It doesn't matter. Wild animals are just being themselves. You should just let them be themselves. So they lived
like Timothy Treadwell and Grizzly Man.
Yes.
Hippies of a strange, sort of peculiar bent.
But they lived with actual lions for a while.
Lions and tigers and leopards and panthers and all just together.
This
is 100 of them.
This is in actual real life. Tippi Hedren.
This was not the
Melanie Griffith and their family lived.
Baby Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griffith.
15 years old.
She's a teenager. Yeah. They actually lived with animals in their house.
Yeah.
But so they decided to make this movie Roar to kind of put a spotlight on this philosophy that they had about wild animals. But what really happened was the cast and crew. Oh, we live in an apartment building. Sorry, that's our neighbor. They're dropping things nonstop.
They're installing a new system in our studio. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Anyhow, what happened was essentially the 70 cast and crew members just got mauled by lions constantly. And then they made a movie that shows them getting mauled by lions basically constantly. It's kind of horrifying to watch, but oddly fascinating at the same time.
It was a packed theater at Northwestern. This was on the second day, so everybody had like not slept for a long time. So it's like getting toward the end of the it's a 24-hour movie marathon.
It was the second day. Yeah, it's like so after breakfast.
You don't get any sleep. You're sleeping in your chair there in the theater, and like your brains are like scrambled. And it's like the second day, and the theater's still really full. And this movie comes on, and everybody's jaw hit the floor. People just freaked out, like because it like minute one in the movie, it starts with lions attacking people, and it doesn't stop for an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half of lions and tigers. And there's an elephant like trampling. It's animals attacking humans for the whole thing. And it just gets crazier and crazier. And you can't believe you're watching a real thing. How did this even disappear?
Well, they never released it. The original release of the movie never happened in the U.S. It took them 10 years to actually make the movie because people kept getting mauled by lions. Like Tippi Hedren's leg got broken by an elephant. The ex-husband ended up with gangrene because his leg got chewed on by a house cat named Ozzy. It was a bit of a tribulation to make this film. Melanie Griffith's face nearly got bitten off by a lion.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Sort of like her plastic surgery now. What? Oh, total burn on Melanie Griffith and her bad plastic surgery.
Eric, why you gotta be like that?
I don't know. That's really rude. That's not Melanie Griffith. You know, she's
a lady of a certain age, and if she wants to get some work done,
that's fine.
That's fine. Hey.
She was a lady of a very early age, and there's a scene in the movie where it's a tiger or it's a lion.
It's a lion.
It's a lion, and Melanie Griffith is lying on the floor, sort of crying, and the lion has her head in its mouth, and he's like, ha, and her head is in there, and she's going, let me up. It is for real. I mean, it's not like a trained lion.
No, it's none of the animals are trained. None of them.
They're trained to eat people. That's basically
they're just lions that live in a wild animal preserve.
It's bizarre. It's crazy. It's a little troubling because it's definitely cruel to animals to put them in these type of situations. However, it's not people hurting, torturing, intentionally harming any animals.
No,
it's just animals harming people, which is
it's mostly just animals sitting on people, just chewing on them.
Yeah, knocking them down in barrels and all this berserk.
If you want a little snippet of the sort of action that happens in this movie, I made kind of a music video smash up.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
it's on our channel. I call it Mortal Kombat because I smashed it up with the Mortal Kombat theme song. So
we were demonetized.
No, we were never monetized.
Oh, we weren't monetized?
No.
Well, fuck it then.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough subscribers to be monetized.
Oh, after this show, we will.
Maybe. Actually, if you guys like,
smash that button. What is it like?
Go for it, Eric. Yeah.
Smash that like button.
There you
go. What do you do? Subscribe to our channel.
We're trying to get 100 subscribers so that we can at least get our vanity URL so that we can have this Cinema Supercollider.
We're vain people, basically.
Well, it's just easier to link to our movie chats like this one because we'd like to do more of these because, like we said, this is our chance to talk to you guys in real time and answer your questions, like Jay Bravo's. Oh, hey, Scott's on.
Oh, Scott. Oh, Scott.
Scott.
Hey, does Scott have a question?
He does, but then we got a thing for Scott.
Yeah,
hey,
we got to talk about Scott. That's one of the things we have to talk about today.
So Scott says, what's your favorite foreign movie that you've done on the cast? I'm trying to think. Well, I know what mine is.
Danger Diabolic. Is that a foreign movie? That was a foreign movie, wasn't it?
Was in the UK, I think, right?
I think it was an Italian-made movie.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. My favorite is Tampopo.
Okay, yeah.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Tampopo is a Japanese movie. It is a ramen noodle western. So instead of a spaghetti western, it's a ramen noodle western. It's kind of hard to find. There used to be a free copy of it kicking around on YouTube, but I think they took it down. But if you can find a copy of it, it's an older movie. It's from the early 1980s, but it is kind of beat for beat a spaghetti western. It's just about a guy who rolls into town.
Yeah, stranger comes into town.
Yeah, he's a trucker, and he rolls into town and he helps a woman,
widow and an orphan, right?
Yeah, an orphan that gets beat up a lot. Save her ramen noodle shop because she's a horrible ramen noodle cook.
Yes. Not only is he a fighter, he's also a chef.
Yes.
Of note.
Yes.
And they also make a lot of really delicious food.
It's a food movie, which, as you can see, I enjoy some foods sometimes. I'm not a petite woman. It goes in that bucket of movies that like you watch and then you immediately want to go have a full meal afterwards. Like Big Night, that's another movie that's really like good.
Eat, Drink, Man, Woman.
Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. Babette's Feast. All of these like movies where you watch people make a really like meal and then that would be mine.
Like The Cook, The Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover.
That one not so much because it has a roast.
Spoilers. We to spoil everything. The only time we won't spoil something on the regular show, well, there's never a time we won't spoil something.
Oh, our feed seems to be going in and out.
Oh. Everything looks okay on this end. Hello. Welcome to Big Face Theater.
Our live stream seems to be going in and out. Can everybody see us?
Oh, so Scott. We were talking about Scott.
Let's see. Okay, there's your big face. Let's see your big face.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Yeah.
So
sorry if that is fucking things up. We're new to live streaming.
It's exciting. I feel like I'm on television. Yeah. So Scott, this is his fellow Scott.
Only went out once. All right, that's fine.
So Scott asked us about a foreign movie. I liked Diabolic. We talked about that, but it's like a secret agent movie, and it stars the guy that was the angel, the Pygar, the angel from Barbarella.
It's John Philip Law.
John Philip Law. Oh, he's also Calgon in Space Mutiny. John Philip Law, and he's like a super agent, super spy. It's like based on some sort of like French comic book or something like that. Anyway, yeah, they did it on Mystery Science Theater 3000. It was the last episode ever when it was on the science fiction channel or the sci-fi channel, whatever the hell was that in those days. And they were making fun of it like it was a bad movie, but it's kind of like it's high budget. It's like a Euro James Bond kind of like action thriller thing.
It's got the best outfits in it, guys.
Oh,
one of my favorites. It's like a shirt that's made out of plastic triangles, and then the lady's wearing glitter stretch pants. I don't know where they found it, but it gets a thumbs up for me.
Yeah, that's like going down to like the corner store sort of wear. You know,
which corner store do you go down to?
A fancy one.
Guys, I've never seen him wear glitter stretch pants, but when I do, I will take a picture of it and share it with
I'm getting on Amazon later and ordering some glitter stretch pants.
He can wear them now.
Can't be that expensive. No, I will not get glitter stretch pants. Basically, we have to talk about what Scott's done for us because he has either helped us or harmed us in a very significant way.
It's going to hurt, I think, actually. So for those of you who don't know Scott, which is most of you, because I don't know why you would know Scott. We know Scott. Scott splits his time here between Chicago and Shanghai. And one of the things that is lovely about China is that they have a strong bootleg movie industry where you can basically buy movies for about $1.
My movie piracy hurts no one.
At least not in China.
That's not what the slide says before you watch every movie. It's like piracy hurts everyone.
Right, I know. So Scott gifted us like 200.
So like an enormous. We've got a paper bag here. Like, you're gonna bring it out.
I'm gonna bring it out.
This is the bag of destiny. This is a
new tool.
I will either take credit for it or blame for it.
And I made it as fancy as a Chinese bootleg DVD bag.
What are they, like $1 a piece in China?
It's like $1. Like they're like 6 RMB. So that's about $1. So this is the bag of destiny. Isn't it pretty?
Wow, look at it. It's the sparkles. It's green and gold and very nice.
Yeah. I put question marks on it because we don't know what's in it.
Well, it's like, can you like see a little bit of what, like in it? It's just like a huge. It's like filled with DVDs.
The only thing that we removed from Scott's gift to us was TV shows.
Yeah, like box sets and stuff. Yeah,
that was
like,
it. We just got rid of those because we're not going to watch TV shows.
Yeah, we're not going to watch all these episodes of
like Modern Family or whatever.
You get Modern Family in there?
No, I don't think
like
so.
Spaced. I like Spaced, but I'm not going to watch all the episodes and then do it on a show.
That's not our show.
No.
But this Quality Valley Foods bag of destiny is full of movies that Scott gave us. We don't know what's in it. We don't even know if these movies will actually play in English. We don't know if they will play fully. We don't know if like halfway through the movie, if it's not going to turn into like Russian.
This has happened before with Chinese bootlegs.
My dad lived in China for a number of years, and I would get these gifts from him sometimes, and all kinds of shit happens. So, Eric,
sometimes they're just like somebody sits in a theater with a movie camera and just videotapes it.
Sometimes they're shitty looking. Sometimes they're
really they're really anything, and they all come packaged flat in like plastic sleeves, and
because they're not going to spend extra money.
And there are some it's not like we didn't look through them. I mean, there's some in there that we never heard of. There's some in there that are terrible that we don't want to see.
No.
There are some in there that are actually good movies. So
we got no idea.
Wow, they like rom-coms and stuff I never heard of.
Yeah,
like,
we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
All right, so
Eric's gonna pick one, and we're gonna
pick a good one. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna.
Don't elbow me in the
I also want to dig around though, so I get like a. Here it is. Thank you. There we go. Oh,
so
dude, can we redo that?
No, we've committed.
We can pretend we can rewind this, right? This is going out live though. Oh,
no,
shit, no.
We have committed to whenever we do a live stream, we will pick a movie from the bag of destiny. Thanks, Scott. That we will do on the show.
I tried to watch this because
I've heard it reviewed before. It
was worse than I thought it could be. I mean, it was surprisingly awful.
Thanks, Scott. So
it may not play. It might not play.
Maybe it won't play, and then we can say that we did it and it didn't play. But so what is it? In case people can't see it.
Okay, it's The Love Guru, starring Mike Myers, who used to be a popular movie actor until he made The Love Guru, and then after that, he didn't have any work ever again. That's not true. He's still working. He's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
But he's most famous for Wayne's World, right? And
people know who Mike Myers is, sweetie. I don't think that you need to explain who he is.
Oh,
not yet.
I don't know. I'm an old fart. I assume like young people don't know anything about anybody, so that's why I'm always excited to describe people. You know.
Yeah. Cool.
Austin Powers. Remember Austin Powers?
Oh, hey, Eric Farmer is here. Hey,
I know Eric Farmer. He was at B-Fest with us once.
Yes, he has a podcast about kung fu movies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like Chopsaki movies or Shaw Brothers?
Yes, I believe yes, those things.
Cool.
And I will murder.
That's good. We won't do those. And it's like his thing.
Look, Eric. All the Erics. Yes, there's so many movie podcasts out there that someone somewhere has covered the movie that you are hoping to see. So,
maybe not this week. We might have got it on the ground floor of a new series of mysterious movie.
Oh, hey, Arnie's here. Hi, Arnie.
I don't know about it, but I know him from Facebook.
You did, because he came and saw your show out in the boonies in Highland Park.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah.
With Chi-Town Soul?
With Chi-Town Soul.
How about that? I'm playing a gig with Chi-Town Soul.
God damn it. Sometimes our live stream seems to be hiccuping.
It might just be hiccuping to us. It might be going through to other people.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I'm just going to judge my iPad.
Yeah, you can be judgy if you want.
Arnie, you missed the bag of destiny.
Oh.
You Love Guru.
This is probably a good one because we like to do bad movies. And it's a famous bad movie. This is at least not going to be some boring like thing, like weird thing that nobody ever heard of. So, and if we hate it, we can pretend that it didn't work, and then we'll just pull another one out. There's always some way to cheat our way out of this.
Why are you already trying to cheat the Bag of Destiny?
Because I saw the first 15 minutes of The Love Guru. The
Bag of Destiny is gonna have like a karma effect, and if you cheat it, it's gonna be like what's the movie where the thing kills you when it. Now I'm doing the Eric thing.
The Ring.
No, well, yeah, or The Ring. I was thinking.
There's a lot of movies where a thing kills you.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the one. Where
Alien.
No.
Predator.
No.
Alien versus Predator.
No, it has no predators in it. No.
Roar.
No.
No, I don't know. Look, like this could be a very good movie for us to do.
Yeah, Arnie said that it froze when I said hi to him. He's cursed. I'm sorry, Arnie. I didn't mean for you to be cursed.
Oh, we cursed somebody recently, didn't we?
What did you do to get cursed, Arnie? Do you need to confess something to us? It's okay. You can confess on the live stream.
Nobody's watching.
It got fucking. I gotta stop saying your name because it keeps freezing when I say your name. Shit. Oh.
I could go for a burrito with some carne asada in it right now.
Don't eat Arnie. He's not that.
He's not that. No. He's Arnie, not carne.
He's not carne. Well, he's made of carne.
He's made of meat. That's true.
Yeah.
And if he worked for a carnival, he could be a carne. He could be carne asada.
I am a member of the Showman's League of America, which is full of carnies.
And a goon.
And I am a goon. I wore this just for you guys today.
Yeah, that is one of Megan's features on our podcast is the Goon Squad feature, because Megan ranks the goons, ranks and rates goons in movies about goons.
I do. I don't necessarily know a lot about goons. I just have goon opinions.
Yeah.
I got goon opinions.
Yeah, I think you know a lot about goons.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. You may not be the world's expert in goons. But
Gooning.
Yeah. But you have a pretty good handle on the subject.
On goons.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. I don't know what series is. I appreciate the goon representation. Thanks, Eric. I mean, you gotta look. You need a minion and a goon. I think Eric's minioning tonight, and I'm gooning. Though you're not dressed like a minion. Aren't those like weird yellow things?
Oh yeah.
I had a kid at a birthday party ask me to make a balloon animal of one of those once.
Isn't it kind of like
it's like a round thing.
Just blow up the tip of a yellow balloon, like right? Draw an eye on it.
So
right?
For those of you that don't know, one of my side hustles is that I twist balloon animals at children's birthday parties.
Look, she's multi-talented.
I don't know exactly why I still do that. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, actually. You haven't done that in a while.
I mean, well, Amanda, my booking agent moved to LA. So
you should go twist balloon animals in LA.
Me?
I'll go with.
No.
I want to see the sun and the surf. Yeah.
But the things that children ask for at birthday parties that be made out of balloons is kind of interesting, also annoying. But sometimes it is my favorite. One time I had a child ask me to make a balloon Jesus, which if I could have done that, I would have been delighted to have.
You could like elaborately twist like a man shape, and then you could take like a bunch of nails and like puncture it onto like a piece of wood and then give it to the kid. That's how I would do it.
I don't carry around just spare wood with me when I'm doing balloons.
Now you will.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, I have a sense. I'm kind of perverse that way. Yeah.
Jay Bravo wants to know if we know Dragon Ball Z. You were just talking about this.
I was talking about Dragon Ball Z. I saw. Did I see Dragon Ball Z? I saw.
You saw the movie. You said.
Was that the one that's like that the balls and like one of them has 5 stars and one of them has 4 stars and stuff like that? Yeah, I did see that movie. I don't remember much about it.
This is a common refrain with Eric.
Yeah, well, it's like if you know the anime or whatever from like when you were a kid and watch, I think it's mostly a kid kind of anime, isn't it? And if you are familiar with it, I think it's probably a lot more entertaining to watch the live version or like see what they got right and what they got wrong. Like if you know the original property, no matter how you remake it, it's always going to suck some way. If you're in love with the original property, and like, I didn't get it, so
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't.
Is it something you want us to do? You want us to do it on the show? I mean, I'd watch it, I guess.
What, Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, put it.
I still want us to do Fist of the North Star, which Eric's never seen.
No.
There's an anime version of Fist of the North Star, and then there's a live action version of Fist of the North Star. The anime version's actually pretty good. The live action one is pretty ridiculously bad. And it's been a long time since I've seen the live action version of it, but I kind of want to do the live action version of it because it's ridiculously bad.
Yeah, well, we'll put that one on the list. That seems like I end up picking the movies more often than Megan does. Megan has like a few good ones. Like, yeah, I would say it's probably close to 50-50 how we pick, but it seems like I've done a lot lately, maybe. I don't know. But there are two movies.
Yeah, Scott says that you're so old that you remember Dragon Ball A.
Good one, Scott.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Scott's just happy that someone is older than him.
Oh, yes. Scott was the oldest guy in the gaming group until I showed up.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Cheryl's older than I am, though. So
that's true. Yeah.
So, hey, Cheryl. There are two movies that we need to watch, both of which there's more than two. Let me just say
there's a lot of movies, Eric.
There's a lot of movies.
There's so many movies.
There's a lot of movies. There is a subset of movies that I want to do for the show that Megan will not let me do because she's filled with hate and loathing. Comic book movies, for one thing. Megan will not allow me to do comic book movies on the show.
Which comic book movies won't I let you do on the show?
Any of them. Like, I wanted to do like the X-Men movies.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do the X-Men movies.
I know.
Because I'll get so angry about them.
And that didn't stop us from doing that train. What the fuck was that train movie? I want to think of it.
Snowpiercer.
Oh, Jesus,
no.
Said it. Don't say it.
Serenity Now. Snowpiercer's been like let free from my heart. We talked about it. I hated on it. I hated on it for 100 episodes. We did it on 100 episode, and I just let it go. And now I don't even think about it anymore, guys. I don't have any hate about Snowpiercer anymore. It's like it didn't even exist. I don't even remember it. It's like there's a block in my head. Yeah. It's gone. It's just gone.
But there are two.
He hates it now.
Oh yeah, well, Snowpiercer. I'm over Snowpiercer too, but don't get me started because I can still be
now
stoked.
He has the anger about Snowpiercer.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit. It's like a burning ember, like inside me here, and if you fan it, it will start to flare up. But I don't want to do that. There are two movies I was talking about. Turn two. So my dad used to say when he wanted us to get busy, he would say, "Hey, turn two."
Is that like a Navy thing?
Yeah, it's a Navy thing. That's what sailors say on a ship.
Okay.
Turn two. Hey. You guys, turn two. There's two movies I want to do. One is called The Greasy Strangler. It is a revolting and repulsive movie. Gross. Yeah, it makes Megan it makes her have a face like a nauseated face because it's really gross. And I laughed all the way through it. I couldn't stop laughing because it was so over the top gross. And the other one, of course, is Curse of the Wolf because it's perhaps the worst thing I've ever seen. And I've watched it at least 2 times now.
He's
maybe
seen it
3.
multiple times. It
boggles my mind.
I'm pretty sure that Eric, you watched this with us on the virtual screening.
I think he quit. I don't think he could even handle it, if I recall correctly.
I feel like several people tapped out when we were watching it. I almost tapped out when we were watching it because I don't know what.
You're all weak.
I watched the whole thing, and I'll be honest, there's only 2 things I remember about it. Being kind of annoyed and mad, and a fat man in torn underwear.
Oh, a fat man in torn underwear.
That's what I remember.
What about
that
Lady
movie.
T-Talk, Cat Lady?
No, I don't remember any.
Don't you remember this Curse of the Wolf song?
No, I don't remember any of these things. I just remember being baffled and a fat man in torn underwear. So, but that does remind me of a thing. One thing that we're going to start doing next month, because I discovered that there's an app called Rabbit. And I don't know if anybody out there has used it yet or knows about it, but it's an app that you can watch movies with other people and share kind of like a browser together. So everybody can watch the same Netflix feed or the same Amazon feed, and you don't have to have a bunch of people watching different.
If the people don't pay for Netflix,
it doesn't matter
because like because we pay for it, they could watch it.
Yeah, you just have one person has. It's basically like it's meant for friends and family to get together and have like movie night together.
All our friends. If you're watching us, your friends.
Yeah.
Unless you know who you are.
But the basic idea is so everybody can watch together, and then we can all chat together. And it's sort of like what we were trying to do, but using Twitter and everybody watching separately. So this way we can all watch together and we can all chat together. It's just we won't be live tweeting the thing. We'll just be chatting together. It's a little bit less like moving parts. But we're going to start doing that next month. And I don't know.
Have we picked a movie for that?
No, because we haven't really decided.
I know what we're going to do in November, though. Can't Stop the Music.
Oh, I was going to say we're not going to do Curse of the Wolf.
No. No. We're too close to the holidays for Curse of the Wolf.
Eric watched the whole thing.
He did.
He gets credit. You get credit. You watched the whole thing.
Stand corrected, sir. I think
Nathan was the one who tapped out. I think he was like, "This is making me sad, and I have to go." So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he tapped out. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Go watch Columbo.
Yeah.
Go watch the Rockford Files.
But yeah, so we're gonna set up. I don't know all the logistics yet, but we will make sure that you follow us on a social media. We have all of them. We've got Twitter and we've got Instagram now, and we've got Google Plus and Facebook. Most of the places we are at Cinema Supercast. It's pretty easy.
Cinema Supercollider or Cinema Supercast.
Yeah. And we have a website too, cinemasupercollider.com, which is linked in the YouTube channel. So you can just click right on that and you can go straight to the website. Make sure you subscribe.
Smash that button.
Smash the like button.
Where'd that come from?
It's the YouTube thing. I don't know. We're old. We don't know. We just know what people say. We know what the children say.
All I watch is YouTube all day. I mean, it's like, do you watch regular TV anymore? Oh, you watch those like reality shows, right? Like that's the only like current TV. Well, we watch Legion, but yeah, we don't really watch like regular TV. All we watch is like YouTube now.
We just watch YouTube and movies.
Yeah.
That's what we watch.
Yeah. I saw a movie on HBO called Citizen X about that Russian serial killer. You know the guy's name. He's the notorious serial killer. He operated in Russia.
Chikatilo?
Yeah, Chikatilo. Okay. And it also had Donald Sutherland in it. And the movie was actually pretty good. I would kind of recommend it, except Donald Sutherland talks with this phony baloney Russian accent through the whole movie. And it takes place in Russia. Everybody in that movie should be speaking Russian.
Is it
right?
Like Miss Pixie's Russian accent?
Not quite. Almost. Listen. Everybody is in that movie. They're all in Russia. They are all speaking Russian. If you have everybody doing this movie and they're all speaking English, don't talk in a phony baloney Russian accent. What does that even say? That's just weird. Does that not distract you?
I think it's funny.
I don't know. I've got that hot personality. Things just get under my skin.
Yes, Eric is a real hothead.
I'm grumpy and irritable. Just don't even talk to me until I have my first cup of coffee in the morning.
It's true. He does drink a lot of coffee. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's some of the stuff we've got coming up that we're planning. Rabbit live sort of virtual screenings. We're hoping to do more of these because we like talking to you guys.
We like hearing ourselves talk. I like to hear myself talk.
Eric likes hearing himself talk.
I started early playing DJ with my friend Scott.
It's true. I've seen a photo of this. His friend had like his own DJ booth in his bedroom. like a radio DJ. Yeah, in his bedroom. Yeah, and this is what, like in the 70s? Yeah.
That was the 80s. It wasn't the 70s. Was it? No, he was into it in the 70s, but he didn't build his studio until the 80s. But we would play like 80s. We played a lot of like yacht rock on the show. I brought in a lot of
the show, like the show.
I was Eric Idle. That was my radio name. I took it from Monty Python because I didn't want to do my own name. So
yes, because all of the listeners.
Scott's name was Dick Lanky. Dick Lanky was his name on the radio show.
On the show.
So we had a microphone and we talked like this. Like, it's a nugget of Goldie and it's a nugget because you dug it. Here's Frankenstein from the Edgar Winter Group. Like, you know, the microphone on a boom, and it had like a little thing, it said WLS on there. And like, he had commercials he played and all this kind of stuff. But I listened to myself on the earphones, like, doesn't my voice sound cool?
I mean, I shouldn't judge. I was in theater and pretended to be a turtle. I don't know.
There's that Dana Carvey movie where he pretends to be a turtle. We could do that. Master of Disguise.
I've never seen that one.
I haven't either.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing too. If you guys have suggestions for movies that you would like us to do, keeping in mind the kinds of movies we like to do.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah, we're never gonna do Citizen Kane.
I wouldn't mind. Sometimes we do good movies and talk. But we talked about the Blues Brothers, and we spent like 2 whole shows just saying how awesome the movie was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know some people were very surprised that we didn't do Blues Brothers 2000, but.
I had 2 words for you. James Belushi.
Yeah, we don't like him so much.
As a native Chicagoan, actually, I was born away, but all of my family was born here in Chicago. I've lived my whole life here, so I'm a native Chicagoan. As a native Chicagoan, let me tell the rest of the world, we fucking hate Jim Belushi. Everybody I know hates him. We don't like him here. He likes to be, oh yeah, I'm big Mr. Chicago. You know what? No, fuck off. That's asshole.
That's Eric's hot take on Jim Belushi.
Now Jim Belushi going to follow us on Twitter. He's going to stalk me and murder me. If you find me dead, it's James Belushi that did it.
All right. Good to know, everybody. It's a very easy investigation for the police to know. So for Jay Bravo and Jay Festus and Colonel Silver, we promise we will go watch that Hunger Games movie. We're just not going to do it right now because we're in the middle of something. But we will go look at it. We promise. Just not right now.
Yeah. I'll look at it tonight.
We will.
When we sign off of this thing.
We will look at it, and we'll, even if it's good and we enjoy it, we'll even talk about it on the next live stream that we do.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to stop.
Well, the next live stream is going to be the Love Guru. Oh no, that's not going to live stream. That's going to be our next show. We'll talk about we'll talk about it on the live stream if we don't. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
What is this we're doing now?
We're talking about movies. This is a live stream.
I need my cup of tea and a nap.
Eric's very confused about internet words.
What's the World Wide Web?
Yeah, it's full of tubes.
Is there a superhighway here? An information superhighway?
It's full of tubes. It's okay.
Where's the information? I spend my time on you. This is here a little glimpse into Eric's life. I spend my time looking at YouTube videos of famous physicists giving lectures about cosmology and quantum electrodynamics and stuff like that. That's my entertainment. That's what I like. If I really want to be entertained, that's what I watch.
Eric
is that true?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Eric has a favorite.
A favorite?
Favorite.
Mm-hmm. Favorite physicist?
Those are the things.
Sean Carroll is my favorite physicist.
Those are the things that get cut out of our episodes. Is me forgetting how to speak mid-word.
It's rare.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Got it, Jay Bravo. We got it. Pam Tree. We will watch it. Promise.
Pam Tree?
Yeah, that's the channel.
What?
That's the channel.
Pam Tree. Okay.
Got it. Your wife is watching and she's a little confused. Hi, Summer. What's Summer's favorite movie? Because I know Scott's wife, Summer, is from China, and they have wildly different movie likes.
They don't like Star Wars in China.
No, they like Star Trek.
They like Star Trek, but they don't like Star Wars. Apparently, that's what I've heard. Is this true, Scott? You've been to China many, many times.
I don't know.
They like the Monkey King. That's a Chinese folktale story thing, and they made it into like a super high budget, like special effects extravaganza. It's on Netflix or Amazon or something. I tried watching it, man. It is awful. Ugh.
I think the people who are going to murder you are all the people who like the Monkey King movies.
Oh my God. Everybody in China, there's 1 billion people want to murder me now. And all the people here in the US that already want to murder me. I'm marked.
Scott has confirmed that Star Trek is more popular in China.
Okay.
Yeah. So truth. You did speak truth. You weren't just making that up.
No, I wouldn't make that up. I mean, it might not have been true, but I had heard someone say that somewhere, and like that.
Scott says that Summer's favorite movie is Harry Potter.
Oh, I like the later ones. I like Harry Potter 2 and 3. I think I like the one where they have to touch the cup, touching the cup.
That sounds vaguely sexual.
It is vaguely sexual. It's like him and Cedric Diggory alone in like the maze, and they're like, "Touch my cup, no, Harry, touch my cup." You remember that?
I mean, I remember
Is that the one?
but
and
I
it's
don't,
like they're
remember,
like
I don't remember your current reenactment of that movie.
That's the one where like they have the Irish playing Quidditch against the Russians. Isn't that one?
That is.
You said the Cup of Destiny. The bag. No, what is it?
We have a bag of destiny.
We have a bag of destiny. What's it called?
It's the Goblet of Fire.
The Goblet of Fire. That's a good one.
I've read all the books.
The Half-Blood Prince was a good one.
That's the 6th book.
The last one, the 2-part one, not my favorite.
The only reason that I enjoy any of the movies is because Alan Rickman is in them. Someday we're gonna, guys, I promise. Someday we're gonna have Alan Rickman month. Listen to me enthuse over Alan Rickman for an entire month. The problem is that
he was Hans Gruber in Die Hard. In case you don't know who Alan Rickman is, shame on you if you don't.
If they listen to the show, they've fucking heard me talk about Alan Rickman like a million times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The problem is that Alan Rickman is in 2 modes of movies. He's in really good movies that tend to be kind of more like touchy-feely, squishy movies.
Like Jane Austen movies.
Yeah. Then he's also in really horrible, stupid movies, in which he's the best part, but the movie in and of itself is not a very good movie.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Does anybody remember anything about that movie other than Kevin Costner's in it and that Alan Rickman is the only good thing about that movie?
Unfortunately, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves tends to trend a little bit more into the movies that aren't actually that bad to watch him in.
It was like a huge hit movie when it came out.
I'm talking about things like Mesmer, and he was in a movie with Kevin Kline, and I'm blanking on the name of it, where he's actually not in it very much, but the movie is horrible. It's one of his first movies. God,
yeah. I remember we were talking about that one time, and I had brought it up as a movie to see, and you were like very depressed.
It's really bad. I mean, even some of his later movies, like the movie about the rock club, CBGB.
Oh yeah. When he played Hilly Crystal.
Yeah, it's not that great of a movie.
I enjoyed that movie. I like that movie.
It's not that good.
It's not great, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Rupert Grint was in that movie,
yes,
right? Yeah, he was like the Dead Boys, like the lead singer.
He's the lead singer from the Dead Boys.
And like, who thought Rupert Grint would get any work?
Yeah. Well, no, he's been a working actor for a while.
Like after Harry Potter, except for that.
I think he's done some things. I think the problem is that Emma Watson and Harry Potter, what's his name? Daniel
Radcliffe.
Mm-hmm. I think that they just ended up being more successful, and he's just kind of an awkward, tall redhead.
He's kind of a weird looking dude.
He's a weird looking dude.
Handsome man. I mean,
not as handsome as Neville
Longbottom. Yeah, Neville Chamberlain was the Prime Minister of England at some point. Yeah.
Who thought that guy was going to turn out to be that hot?
It's like an underwear model.
Mm-hmm. Because he was a goofy looking kid.
You never know.
You never know. That's why you're rolling the dice when you cast children's in movie projects where they gotta like grow up with the movies. What's his name? Draco. Kind of turned out a little.
Draco was supposed to be weird though. He's supposed to be like a weird, creepy looking dude.
It's supposed to be creepy. He definitely grew into creepy, but you kind of feel bad for a kid that grows into creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah. Well, look, like. Somebody's asking us a question.
No, just
more. No, like creepy kids, like he's got a lot of work in movies over time. But the kid that was in Witness, remember that dude? He's got kind of like bulgy eyes and like he's kind of thin. He's been in a bunch of different things, but like he was like that spooky sort of Amish kid. And
I mean, I remember the movie. I don't remember the actual actor.
Yeah, there was that guy, and I'm trying to think of another like child actor who's like he's become like Macaulay Culkin. It's kind of like a strange looking man. It's like a child has been like blown up into a man suit or something.
Well, I mean, it's
like he was kind of a weird looking kid too. He kind of had like allergic shiners and kind of bulgy eyes and like.
I mean, I remember going to college with a couple of child actors who were then in their their early 20s.
And they were still playing teenagers.
Well, I remember there was a guy that I went to college with who he was a child actor. He was in a series of movies where he was one of the regular kids on the sports team in the movie.
Mm.
And he was later on playing a teenager. I was in my late 30s and he was still playing a teenager on like Boston High. And I remember watching him on TV and being like, you're still playing a 15-year-old. What the fuck is going on? Like,
it's not new though. We watched a lot of movies from like the 50s, and like they showed like the high school kids. Look, in the 40s and the 50s, the kids in high school were like just in real life were like way older looking. I look at pictures of like my mom and dad in high school, and they look like they're in their mid-20s. They dressed like in like adult clothes.
That's because everybody wore suits.
Yeah, like, suits and the
to,
ladies
like,
wore dresses and like pearl necklaces and stuff to go to class.
Yeah.
And like they looked older, but not like the people who play them in movies. Like when we just saw A Bucket of Blood, that what's his name? Tom, the main character in it, Dick Miller, Tom Miller.
You're thinking of the guy from the movie Today, which was Tom Riley.
Yeah, Tom Miller, Dick Miller.
Dick Miller
was supposed to be playing like a young guy, and he was in his 30s, I guess, when he made that movie. And it's like, this guy doesn't look like a teenager. And they're all like, hey, this kid, he doesn't what? This kid's a great artist. And we're looking at him going like, geez, that dude's like, he's like on his third mortgage, and he's like the second wife. And
well, I think Dick Miller as just an individual was like permanently in his 40s, probably from age 15 on.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a grizzled looking dude. Yeah. Because we saw him in the movie that we just did this past week.
Oh yeah.
Night of the Creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Night of the Creeps, guys, is great. You should watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talk about it this week on the show, but it's really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was.
It's no Bad Ben though. Spoilers.
That may be what's coming this week, and you can watch it. If you have Amazon Prime, it is streaming.
Give Jeff Bezos your money.
We've already given him your money if you've got Amazon Prime. We've all already given him our money. We've long since given him our money.
He came up with a great idea. He deserves to have more money than God.
Arnie says Macaulay Culkin looks like an opiate addict. I think there might be more truth in that than just just like a statement.
Oh, like what about Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman. I think Corey Feldman's he's just.
Oh wait, Corey Feldman's. No, he's the one that's alive.
No,
yeah, Corey Haim is the one that's.
Corey Feldman is the one with the band that's made up of lingerie models that wear wings. No.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Like the Angels from.
I think that the band is called like Angels or something like that. It is cringe-worthy watching. If you can see videos, I think on YouTube of like his music videos, it's not cute. Don't, unless you like watching cringe-worthy stuff. Like, yeah. No, Corey Haim is the one that had I think he had like a crack addiction. He was selling his teeth on eBay.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's like a sad story. I mean, it's easy to make fun of these celebrities up to a point, and then you start going like, yeah, I can't. It's hard to feel sorry for someone who's like rich and famous. But then
if you're selling your teeth on the internet, you're not rich anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're only famous because you're selling your teeth on the
internet. So I shouldn't make fun of that guy. I'm sorry. I don't want to make fun of people who have like serious.
Yeah, Corey's music is pretty bad, Arnie. I agree. It's kind of almost too low-hanging fruit to make fun of because it's so bad.
I've heard it. I can't recall.
It's
nondescript to me.
It's kind of almost not. It's not almost fun to make fun of.
He's no Ed Sheeran.
No, he's not.
I know who it is. I don't really know who it is.
No.
Ed Sheeran. He played a bunch of songs for me. I don't think I could pick out the Ed Sheeran song. And I'm the one who's supposed to be the damn music expert on the show.
It doesn't have any prog rock like things to it.
Well, look,
so
I like prog. It's not like that's the only thing I know about. It's like I have a fetish for prog rock because I grew up during a certain time and I like weird shit.
Yeah, he does. He has an odd assortment of musical likes and dislikes.
I listen to music that sounds like noise.
I don't know if Corey said he was abducted by aliens Arnie, but it would not surprise me if he did.
I think he said in a book that he was like sexually abused by Michael Jackson.
I am not sure about that. I know that there are allegations.
Oh, I don't know that he was or
Allegedly.
wasn't. I'm just saying I think he was the one who made that allegation.
Yes, I think you have to put the allegedly. If you put it on the internet, you have to say allegedly, Eric. So
Why?
because
Are we going to go to jail?
No, I just think you just need to allegedly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King of pop, man.
Well, allegedly.
No, he was definitely the king of pop, not allegedly the king. He was the king of pop.
Yeah, but no, the alien thing, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He said many things made many claims about many things. Some of which I think are probably true, with regards to the industry, like what Eric was talking about. I think that there probably are some things that had happened to him and the other Corey when they were kids that there's probably a lot of truth to, but then I don't know about aliens and shit like that. Like, I think that there's also a pack of lies that he's got going on. So, but who knows? If someone was going to be abducted by aliens, you couldn't pick a weirder dude than Corey Feldman.
Jake Lloyd.
Why are you picking all the people with like the mental illness problems to talk about tonight?
I'm talking about kids in Hollywood, and I guess like most of them get fucked up. But like Daniel Radcliffe, no. Hermione, whatever her name is, Emma Watson, no. She's doing pretty good. How about Luna Lovegood? How's she doing?
I have no idea.
She like selling shit in England and
selling her teeth.
Like,
I don't know.
She's selling her teeth. Oh my god! By Luna Lovegood's Molar. That's my next band, Luna Lovegood's Molar.
I have an idea for an Instagram feed, which I have too many Instagram feeds. I got like 5 of them.
Yeah,
I do.
Do you really need another one?
I don't. I kind of always want to like start them, but then it's just too much like work to keep them up. But I have an idea for an Instagram feed, which any of you are welcome to take. And if you make hundreds and thousands of, but I want an Instagram feed that is fake band album covers. So like fake band name, and then you make the album cover that goes with the fake band name.
Okay.
So like Katie came up with the other day, her husband has a tendency to put bananas in their freezer to the point where there's like a banana avalanche. So it's the Banana Freezer Conundrum would be a band. The
Banana Freezer Conundrum.
Yeah.
I would like the name of like somebody's name and the Banana Avalanche.
The Banana, yeah. Somebody.
It should be somebody with a lot of short A's, like Alan Famalam and the Banana Avalanche.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so if somebody wants to make that Instagram and then have like their photographer friends make fake album covers for the fake bands, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, it's just a standard joke that I do whenever some sort of strange kind of like strung together hyphenated noun comes up. I always say that I used to play bass for Banana Avalanche. It's like a Swiss Army joke. You can just use it anytime. Pro tip. Anybody out there, you're all welcome to use the come up with a gerund phrase or something like that, and then use it as a band name.
Scott,
amuse your friends.
Scott has suggested Ray Gun in the Banana Avalanche.
Ray Gun and the Banana Avalanche. Yes. That'd be great.
Yes. Because if there was going to be someone who has a Banana Avalanche, it is former King of Burlesque, Ray Gun. Yeah.
He's probably had a Banana Avalanche a couple times.
I'm sure he has.
Ordered the Banana Avalanche. You could do that like Ice Cream Parlor. The Banana Avalanche.
Well,
that'd be pretty good. Huh?
Bazooka Joe owns Zanzibar now. So
he could, Bazooka Joe and the Banana Avalanche.
There you go. There you go. Well, all right. I don't know.
What, are we done?
Well, it's been like an hour. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to tie things up?
Yeah, we suppose we should tie things up. It's getting late. We didn't have dinner. We had a late breakfast, and then we had a early lunch, late lunch. I don't know, something like that.
The thrilling meal planning of us.
Yeah, you don't want to think about like us. We're stars. We don't want to think about us eating like meals. That's crazy. Don't forget I said that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, we don't eat things. We just.
I just was reminded the Banana Avalanche. I started thinking that
Yeah, I was thinking it's like a Dairy Queen Banana Avalanche. Come in for the month of August. We have the special Banana Avalanche.
Yep, there's Eric Idle back on the airwaves again.
Eric Idle. How you doing?
Anyhow, so
It's close to my Casey Kasem voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So just next time, make sure that you have a drink with you so that when Eric does bad impressions, you can drink along with us.
I used to do them more. I gotta work on that. Do more
shitty impressions.
Well, I don't mean them to be shitty. I mean I think that they turn out shitty, but you can kind of tell who I'm doing. I'm just not doing a great job at it, right? Yeah.
It's true.
You be the judge.
You be the judge.
Listen to our podcast. We got 100 and what do we got? 129 shows, 130 shows now.
Well, this will be 130 this week.
All right then.
Yep.
We've been working hard, you guys.
We've been doing this now for 2.5 years.
Wow, time flies when you're watching shitty films.
Very true. Very true. So yeah, so this week on Monday, we will have an episode about Bad Ben, which, like I said, if you want to watch it before the episode drops, so you know what we're talking about.
It's how the kids talk. Episode's
going to drop. You can watch it on Amazon Prime right now. There's there's so many of these Bad Ben movies.
Megan, you were like, she was over the moon. She was so happy.
You have no idea.
I haven't seen her this happy in weeks.
No
Honest
idea.
to God.
I got so excited about this director. So Neil Breen is he's my number one BFF director.
Neil Breen is an artiste. This guy's the Roger Corman to if Neil Breen is like Stanley Kubrick.
He's like David Lynch, I think.
If Neil Breen is David Lynch, then this guy is like...
He's like Corman.
He's
like the Roger Corman. Like, I want to... And I say it on the episode a lot. I want to have nachos with Nigel Bach.
Or cheese fries.
But nachos with Nigel works better. Hashtag nachos with Nigel. He's just... There's something about him that, I really like a lot.
Reminds you of me.
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
If I was bald, I'm as grumpy as he is.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not as paunchy as him anymore.
Yeah. No, less than
He's got paunch.
He looks like a regular guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a guy who can put away a few pizzas.
He looks like a guy who would want to have nachos with me. But yeah, he's got Amazon Prime. He makes them all himself. He stars in them all himself. It's just basically him and a selfie stick making these found footage movies.
You have no idea.
You've got no idea.
And you also have no idea how many bad Amazon movies I suffer through to bring good movies to the show.
Yeah.
I've watched metric tons of garbage. It's not funny. It's not so bad. It's good. It's just awful.
We like to call it Eric's
exploring the Amazon.
He's exploring the Amazon.
Yeah, the headwaters of the Amazon.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just be in the other room doing things, and I just hear Eric swearing in the bedroom because he's flipping through channels. Hi, Ozzy.
Yeah, you can. Here's the cat. He's back.
The cat. He's back.
Yeah, it's physics videos.
Yeah, there's Oz.
Keyboard cat.
I think this is his way of telling us.
Keyboard cat is a thing that was popular on the internet back in the day, kids.
Okay, now I know it's time probably to end things because, thank you, Arnie. Nachos with Nigel. Yes, we got to hashtag that. We got to make it trend because I want to have nachos with this man. He lives in New Jersey, and if there was ever going to be a road trip that was Cinema Supercollider appropriate, it's me driving to fucking Egg Harbor Township.
Egg Harbor, New Jersey.
Yeah, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, to hang out with this dude in his his house eating nachos. This is my dream with him and his dog, which is not in the movie. If
people actually watch this movie before they hear our recording about it, they're going to be baffled. They're going to watch this movie and they're going to what does Megan is she off her meds or what? I mean, that's
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. He's stealing the show. YMCA.
Okay. Enough.
All right. Enough with that.
So anyway, so we've got that coming up, and then make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that when we post new live streams, you can join us because we're going to try and do this as often as we've got time to hang out. And
which is every day. We'll be here every day. So
we won't be here every day.
Come check us out. I might do it in the middle of the day. This is actually fun. I'll just sit here and just talk shit about all kinds of stuff.
The only rule is you have to wear pants.
What do you mean I have to wear pants?
You have to wear pants.
I'm not wearing pants now.
You are wearing pants.
Yeah, I am wearing pants now. I was like,
That's just for you guys. I established this one rule. Eric has to wear pants.
She's very forgiving most of the time.
But pants is not optional for the live streams.
What if I had to like run to like get the door or something? Then you would have seen my skivvies.
That's why pants are not optional.
Everybody's seen a man in his underwear. It's like it's funny. I should get like polka dot underwear, and everybody would laugh. Like, ha, look at there's Eric in his underwear. No.
Anyhow,
okay.
So thank you guys for coming and joining us and hanging out and subscribing. And what are you going to do? The like button, Eric?
Smash it.
Excellent. And Jay, you had like, I think 3 different accounts, which we thank you for logging in with all 3 of your accounts. We will watch the Hunger Games video that you were very excited about.
What videos? Well, I forgot about that.
I know. We'll watch it. We promise. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What do I do now?
You got to stop the broadcast.
Oh, no. How am I going to do it?
Just poke it.
Look, actually, closer. Closer. Oh, wait. It's the wrong computer. I can't do that.
You can't touch the screen.
It's not a touch screen computer. My other one is a touch screen. I'm an idiot.